You can build that hourglass figure of your dreams in just 3 days a week. And today, I'm gonna walk you through 3 clear steps on how to actually do it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to program your workout for at home or in the gym. So let's go ahead and get into it. Step 1, why a 3-day full body split beats every other split. So here's the deal. Popular splits like push-pull legs sound super fancy, but if you're only in the gym 3 days a week because you're busy, each muscle group only gets hit once. And if you miss a workout because you're busy, you're not hitting the muscle group at all. And that's simply not enough. With a full body split, you hit every major muscle group 2 to 3 times per week. This frequent stimulus is what really drives strength and hypertrophy gains, especially for women. For strength and muscle gain, a higher training frequency, such as training each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week, is more effective than low frequency, which is only training a muscle group once per week, especially for beginner and intermediate lifters. This is because higher frequency allows for more frequent stimuli to the muscle, which can lead to greater adaptations. That's efficiency. So instead of an arm day or a leg day, think every day is a glute day, a leg, shoulder, back, and core day, just from different angles. The 3-day hourglass program. This entire program is built on 3 core principles: time efficiency, training frequency, and strategic proportion building. The first key is mastering time efficiency. Who has 2 hours to spend at the gym? Not you. That's why this blueprint is built on 2 core principles: compound movements and strategic supersets. Compound lifts, these are your power moves. Think your squats, your deadlifts, your rows, your presses. They work on multiple muscle groups at once, so you get a bigger bang for your buck and burn more calories in less time. And supersets, this is where the magic happens. Pairing 2 exercises back to back with minimal rest in between. This will help you cut your workout time in half without sacrificing the results. For example, you can pair a lower body exercise like squats with an upper body exercise like lat pull downs. This allows one muscle group to rest while the other is working, keeping your heart rate up and your workout moving. Next, training frequency. Think of it like this: your body needs a signal to grow stronger, and training frequency is how often you send that signal. It's about finding that sweet spot, enough to challenge the muscle, but with enough rest in between to let that muscle recover and build it back bigger and way stronger. It's the difference between hitting legs once a week versus twice or even 3 times. And for beginners just starting out or continuing from a long break, you can follow these general guidelines on the screen: 2 to 3 sets per exercise, 8 to 12 reps for strength and toning, and 2 to 3 times per week for full body sessions at this stage that you're at. And 2 to 3 full body working sessions are best during this time, because as a beginner, you're going to respond relatively quickly to low training volumes. Even 2 sets per exercise, especially as a true beginner, can build noticeable strength within 6 to 8 weeks. For my intermediate girlies, which is consistent training for about 6 to 12 months, you can follow these general guidelines that I'm going to place on the screen. So think 3 to 4 sets per exercise, and 8 to 12 reps for hypertrophy, 12 to 15 for endurance and toning, 3 to 4 times per week, training full body depending on your goals, of course. As your body adapts, you're going to need more volume to keep progressing. 10 to 20 total sets per muscle group over the course of the week is a sweet spot for growth, which usually means 3 to 4 sets per exercise. Lastly, we're going to focus on the strategic proportion building. Now, this one sounds super fancy, but it's actually pretty simple. It's about designing a workout plan to build a balanced, aesthetically pleasing physique. And for some, that might mean focusing more on your shoulders to get that V-tapered look. For others, it might mean bringing up your biceps to match your triceps. So of course, we want to get stronger, but it's also about sculpting your body into the shape that you want. And once you know which proportions you want to actually highlight, the next step is to choose the right exercises that targets those areas effectively. How to choose your exercises. Now, the goal is to hit every muscle group with a specific focus on targeting those glutes, your back, your shoulders. These 3 areas are key for creating that hourglass illusion. And we're going to go ahead and start it off with a 3-day schedule. Let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to ensure that you have a rest day in between. And remember, you can do this at home with dumbbells or even at the gym with barbells and machines. Workout day 1, lower body focus with a push movement and core. Goal of this day is to build strong legs and glutes while also getting in a back widening movement. So we can start off with superset A. This is a squat variation with a lat pull down. So your squat variation could be a barbell squat or a dumbbell goblet squat variation. This squat is a fundamental lower body exercise that targets your quads, hamstrings, and your glutes. It's a powerful compound movement that gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Choose a variation that you can comfortably do with good form. The next movement is a lat pull down variation. So if you're in the gym, you can use that lat pull down machine or even do a dumbbell row. This exercise is going to directly target your lats, the large muscles on your back. Building these muscles will create that V taper, which will give you the illusion of a narrow waist. Next up, we're gonna go into the superset B, which is gonna be a shoulder press variation with a hip thrust variation. So for the shoulder press variation, you can do the dumbbell shoulder press or an overhead barbell press. This is your primary movement for building strong, rounded shoulders. Strong shoulders are critical for creating the illusion of a wider top half. Next, we move on to the hip thrust variation in this superset. You can do a barbell hip thrust or a dumbbell glute bridge. This is one of the most effective exercises for building your glutes. Strong glutes not only look amazing, but they actually support your posture too. And last, we're gonna throw in a core movement. So we can just do planks. The high plank is a perfect core exercise because it strengthens your deep core muscles without adding the bulk. This also keeps your waist tight and toned. Next up, we're gonna go into workout day 2. This day, we're gonna focus on a pull movement plus a leg and core movement. This day is all about building your back and your hamstrings while getting in some glute work as well. So we're gonna start the superset A off with a deadlift variation and a row variation. So for the deadlift variation, you can do anything from Romanian deadlifts to a dumbbell deadlift. This move is going to target your hamstrings and your glutes, and it's a powerful way to build a stronger posterior chain. Next, we're going to move into that row variation. You can do seated rows, single arm dumbbell row. This movement is going to target your back muscles, contributing to that V taper, and of course, overall upper body strength. Superset B, you can add in a step up variation with a bench press variation. So for the step up variation, you can include dumbbell step ups, body weight step ups. Now step ups are a great unilateral, which is just one-sided exercise that powerfully activates your glutes and your quads. For the bench press variation, you can include a dumbbell bench press, push-ups. This is going to target your chest and your shoulders, contributing to a balanced, toned upper body look. For your core movement, you can end off with a Pallof press. Now, this is a classic move to target your abdominal muscles. The Pallof press trains your core's ability to resist rotation. Your core's job is not just to bend, but to prevent your spine from twisting when it's not supposed to. This is a crucial function for everyday movement, athletic performance, and preventing lower back pain. And that's why it's considered a functional exercise. It trains your core to work in tandem with your shoulders and hips, much like in real activities like swinging a golf club, throwing a ball, or even just twisting to pick something up. The Pallof press forces you to engage your obliques and transverse abdominal muscles, the deep stabilizing muscles that are often neglected when you're doing traditional crunches, for example. And you can't cheat on this exercise, especially if your core isn't engaged. You'll immediately feel the cable or band pulling you off center. And workout day number 3. We're gonna start off with glute focus plus a push and pull. Now the final day is a targeted glute day, along with more back and shoulder work to maximize the hourglass effect. So starting off with superset A, a split squat variation with a pull down variation. So you can start off with a Bulgarian split squat using dumbbells or body weight. This is a powerful unilateral exercise for glute development and leg strength. and adding in a pull down variation, which could be a cable pull down or assisted pull-ups. This is a key back exercise for building width and strength. And superset B, we're going to include a lateral raise variation with a glute bridge variation. The lateral variation can be a dumbbell lateral raise, which is a specific isolation exercise that targets the lateral deltoids, which are crucial for giving your shoulders that wider, rounder look. And for the glute bridge variation, you can use a dumbbell or a barbell depending on what you have access to. This focuses on your glutes to ensure that they're working hard every single session. And adding in that core workout, we're gonna include some dead bugs. Now, this is an excellent exercise for building core stability without adding bulk to your waist. The dead bug forces your core to keep your lower back pressed to the floor while your limbs are moving, which is called anti-extension. This trains your deep core muscles that are responsible for stability and protecting your back. The dead bug requires a high degree of control and a strong muscle-mind connection. You have to actively think about keeping your core engaged and your back flat, which can be a more effective way to train your deep core, stabilizing muscles. And remember, the key is progressive overload. This is just a fancy way of saying you need to consistently challenge your muscles. Don't just go through the motions. As you get stronger, aim to add a little bit more weight. Do one more rep or slightly increase the difficulty. This is how you're going to keep making progress, and you're going to see those results once you're able to perform the exercise properly. And that's how you keep making progress. So let's quickly recap on what we've learned today. The secret to an hourglass figure is an endless cardio and daily gym sessions. It's a 3-day full body split that leverages high frequency training to work each muscle group multiple times a week for superior growth. Strategic proportion building by focusing on your glutes, your back, your shoulders to create that illusion of a smaller waist. And time efficient workouts using compound lifts and smart supersets to get maximum results in just 30 to 45 minutes. So your genetics are not the reason you don't have that hourglass figure just yet. It's just that nobody has given you the right blueprint until now. And this isn't just another workout plan. It's a new approach to fitness that's designed for your busy life and your specific goals. So if this video resonated with you and you're ready to stop spinning your wheels, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments which of these movements are you excited to try. Now go get that hourglass figure, girl. And I'll see you in the next video.